ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CSW, and we're kicking off episode 3 tonight with a women's matchup. We got Honor Tunde taking on Mandy Rose. It's going to be an absolute banger, and we can announce after the attack on Friday, Robotic Jaguar is out of action for an indefinite amount of time. Indefinitely moving forward. Won't be seen. Oh no, he got beat up pretty bad. Couldn't take it, unfortunately. But that's the past. And this is the now. And that's what it's all about. This is going to be an absolute banger. You know, Mandy Rose, one of the most talented women in this division, taking on Ona Olatunde. It's really going to be a test, I think, to see if Olatunde can hang with some of the best in the division. Here we go, we've even got smoke coming out the ring for her. So you know you're a big star when we're using smoke. If we're using smoke for her, then god damn, she must be a big star. Obviously, both of these women were in the Battle Royale, which Amy Valentine went on to win, who I do believe is not here tonight. She had a little brawl with Samantha Nix on Friday, and we will hear from Samantha Nix later in the show, which will be very, very interesting. Here comes Mandy looking to, both of these women looking to get the first win in CSW. This will be very interesting to see who can take it tonight. So, it's Monday. Monday, it's CSW day, and this is going to be interesting to see how it goes. I'm excited for this one. Here we go. Oh, not Olatunde on the left, the black woman. Now Mandy Rose, the white. The best way to describe it. Mandy Rose now using that strength to hit her with a short knee to the shoulder. Best way I can go for that. And then going for a somersault. Almost, I want to say swanton bomb, but Tunde tosses Mandy into the corner and then follows it up with a big scoop slam. Potentially. Maybe. Oh. But not the greatest when it comes to this. Taunting now to get Mandy Rose back on her feet. Get some chain wrestling going on. Some big chain wrestling. Trading blows. And then back look up again. That'll test the strength for Mandy Rose considering the size. And she overcomes Olatunde. And there we go again. Back to the chain wrestling. And this time Olatunde forcing her into the corner. Big punch from Olatunde, turning Mandy around. Wonder what she's looking for here. Picks her up, and a snake eyes, almost. What's happening here? Oh my god. Who's that coming down the ramp? It's Elena Black. Elena Black has debuted in CSW, assisting a former friend in Mandy Rose, and I guess they're not former friends, they must just be friends now. I can't believe it. Welcome to CSW, Elena Black, and a roll-up from Mandy Rose. Not even a one count. I think, a little too early. Maybe jumped the gun too much, and there goes Elena Black, just walking down the ramp, disappearing almost. And Olatunde now, locking in the cocaine clutch. Not the anaconda device. I forgot what I want to... Rusev calls it, but rope break. Olatunde off the rope with a Big clothesline of sorts. Cover. Kick out at one from Mandy Rose. There we go, looking for those big backbreakers. Big sit out, par one. Mandy Rose kicks out too. Big kick out there from Mandy Rose, who I think really does need to get back into this match a lot smoother. Pull herself into it. She lands a huge knee. Now the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Look at the strength of Olatunde. Bang! Military press. But look at that Mandy Rose there with a forearm, followed by a huge drop kick. I'm screaming at her to get back onto her feet. Oh, Mandy reversed. Yeah, I guess. Sending Olatunde into the ropes. Drops under. Leapfrogs over. Then hits her with a quick power slam. I want to say. I know, it's the one Randy Orton does, isn't it? Going to the top here, Mandy Rose. Huge missile drop kick off the top rope, maybe? Oh no, maybe that's what you'd call it. I think we've all already established that I'm not the best at calling moves, but that's just something we're going to have to live with. In a ground and pound here from Mandy Rose to Olatunde. Screaming again at Olatunde to get to her feet. Well, she's thirsty, she's hungry. Big punch. Now just ripping and nails her acrylics down the back of Olatunde. Don't ask her what else she's got acrylic nails on. Sets her up against the ropes and now just choking her out on the rope. You know, she's going to get rope burn. She's going to be gasping for air now. And that's not the position you want to be in a match with someone like Mandy Rose, who puts her onto the shoulders, drags her to the ropes, and then just sends her head into it. Best way I can call it, to be honest. Oh, big stomp. Very big stomp. Now Mandy Rose looking for the twist turn out. You know what it is. Kick out from Olatunde. That's a big kick out, you know, she really needs to. I think she needs a big momentum change in this match right now. And it's not looking good. Rev. Mandy Rose looking for it again. And she does hit the twisted butterfly facebuster. Probably not the name. 2, 3. That is it. Mandy Rose victorious. Mandy Rose, the experienced one of the two, picks up the victory with a little bit of help from Elena Black, of course. Formerly known as Cora Jade. And up next, we've got Electric Funk versus Andrew Black. Winner will take on Kino in the final of the National Championship. But oh my god, it's Osiris! What is this man's obsession with Electric Funk? He's just came in and now he's going at him again. He's beating up. I mean, Electric Funk, of course, was involved in the attack from Bismarck regarding Robotic Jaguar, but he wasn't really hurt that much. And, you know, the director, in a goodwill sense, gave Electric Funk this match as an apology, and, you know, as a condolence in a way, to say, hey, you know, we apologise about this. Have this match, you know, have a chance to fight for the national championship at year 0, and those chances are looking very slim. Almost as slim as Robotic's chance. Well, Robotic's not going to be there. And put through the flaming table, followed by that mandible claw. I don't think this is entirely going to plan. To be honest, I don't think it's going to plan. Now Andrew Black's just going to pick the pieces. Bang! The referee rang the bell. Right there, you might not see him on screen. 1, 2, 3. Andrew Black victorious over Electric Funk. I suppose you could call it a victory. I don't know how proud he'd be, but he looks pretty proud. That means it will be Kino versus Andrew Black at year 0 for the national championship, which is going to be an absolute banger, I'm sure of it. 2 homegrown talents, but here comes Samantha Nix. Of course, seen her on Friday night having a little bit of a brawl with Amy Valentine, the champion. Samantha Nix versus Amy Valentine will be happening at year 0 in a no-holds-barred match. Let's hear what she's got to say. She comes out, she says, "See, Amy, you convince yourself you're the best. That's it. You've not proved anything. Winning a multi-woman match is luck, a fluke, if you will. At year 0, I'm going to prove you and everyone." I didn't finish that. I'm not a pushover like people seem to think, but I'm one of the most dangerous women in this company, and if I'm going to prove myself at year 0. Here comes Amy Valentine. Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch? You don't deserve a chance. You only got it because some director decided it was fit. A no-holds-barred match works in my favour. I'm going to break you, and after this match, you won't even want to turn up to CSW again. They are some very strong words from the CSW Women's Champion. To which Samantha Nix says, "Let's go. I'll see you on Saturday," and scurries out the ring as the director has stated that if any more altercations occur, neither woman will be in that match. And up next we've got the main event of the evening. It's fucking starting straight away. Dear God, this is not ideal. The fatal 5-way gauntlet for the guy to fight La Sombra at year 0. There's no entrances on this occasion. Don't ask me why. I'm not the one in control. The winner gets to fight La Sombra at year 0 for the World Championship, and we're starting with Colt Mason and Malik Carter. There's also Zilla Fatu, and 2 unnamed appearances. Obviously, those 3 being the ones that were involved in the Fatal 4-Way for the winner to fight, which La Sombra won, and this is their second chance, featuring 2 superstars deemed by the almighty director good enough to be in the match, worthy enough. So we'll see. Obviously, Zilla Fatu out here now. Colt Mason going under the ring. It's all legal. It's a gauntlet eliminator match, meaning that it's basically elimination chamber without the big chamber. Best way to describe it. I don't know who's coming out next. This camera work ain't great. Whoa. The Malik Carter's not been eliminated. The countdown clock disappeared. And there it is. Dijak. Donovan Dijak appearing in CSW. Wow. Looking to go for the world title. Donovan Dijak's here, ladies and gentlemen. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. And a big belly to belly from Malik Carter. So he's going to be the 5th man, because that's 4. That is 4. 2, 1. Who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to Donovan Dijak spotted him already, and he's going for it. It's Ethan Page. That's all ego. Ethan Page, former North American champion on NXT. Wow, that is big. That is huge for CSW. And Ethan Page just telling Dijak to fuck off, which he does. Malik Carter there was stretching, and Ethan Page strolls on past. There you go, looking for a powerbomb here. Mason Colt with Dijak in the air, and he lands it. He lands it with ease, I'd say. Now Zilla Fatu with a spinning fucking Uranagi, I guess. 1, 2, kick out. Dijak with their big punches to Zilla Fatu here. Landing big blows on him. Okay, no one's been eliminated. I was just doing a head count. I was doing a head count to make sure I hadn't missed anything, and I've not, which is good. That is very, very good. Cover and Zilla Fatu here. Donovan using the ropes. One. Then I call him Donovan instead of Dijak. A bit weird that he's called Donovan Dijak, so I suppose it's not an issue. Call him Dijak. Ethan Page landing a big a backbreaker, I guess. Again, Dijak pinning Zilla. One. Kick out at one. Colt Mason all alone on the outside of the ring. I mean, one look at that, a big big maneuver there from Malik Carter. Now Dijak with a sidewalk slam, maybe, to Malik Carter. That's Dijak looking for here. Now Colt Mason going for the cover. What kick out. Malik Carter on the other side of the ring to Ethan Page. Now Colt Mason rolls out. It's Dijak and Zilla Fatu in the ring going at it. On the outside there, Malik Carter with a huge running knee strike to the skull of Ethan Page. Zilla Fatu with a Samoan spike when he gets countered. Meets the forearm by Dijak. Zilla Fatu getting chopped. Big German from Colt Mason. Malik Carter with the axe handle to the back of Colt Mason, and Zilla missing the sledgehammer to Malik, but landing big one on Dijak, who hits a spinning big boot. Pin Zilla. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. And now Ethan Page looking for a powerbomb on Malik Carter. Oh no, he drops him straight onto his face. On the turnbuckle. The top turnbuckle. Malik Carter now sat down bottom right, left of the ring. Stands up. Just in case you guys don't know who Malik Carter is, but look at that. A seated springboard fucking splash. 2. Ethan Page kicks out of the cover from Malik Carter, but Colt Mason with a low blow to Zilla Fatu, and that is all legal. Gets the sledgehammer tossed on him by Malik Carter. Pins him. 3. That is it. I mean, you know, he wanted him out for quite a while of that match, and he went low and it worked. It paid off. Now big sledgehammer from Colt Mason, who's just eliminated Zilla Fatu. He's controlling this right now, dominating, if you will. That's how I'm seeing it, and he's setting up on Dijak for the... Oh, damn, he doesn't hit the manoeuvre he was looking for. Dijak instead reversing it and dropping a big knee to the spine. Huge knee. That was a huge knee. But Malik Carter hitting a huge manoeuvre there. Big springboard moonsault to Dijak. He rolls out the ring. Ethan Page with a roll-up. 1. Just a 1. Okay, I anticipated that to be a little bit longer. Well, a bit more than 1, to be honest. Was my intention. Dijak on the outside. Malik Carter getting covered now by Ethan Page. 2 kicks out. Ethan Page. Colt Mason in the ring. Dijak and Malik Carter on the outside. Malik Carter lands a huge knee strike there to Dijak. Ethan Page rolling out and taunting Colt Mason. He looks to meet him with a sledgehammer, but Ethan Page gets in the ring, which obviously automatically makes Colt Mason drop the sledgehammer. He's gone down, he hits the leapfrog and then hits a big elbow, but Colt Mason eats it and returns a huge forearm. Instead, now scoops him up and pile driver from Colt Mason. Oh my god, I can't believe we just seen a pile driver from Colt Mason to Ethan Page, and he picks him up and he hits him with a fucking the Masonator. And that's 3. The pile driver followed by the Masonator was enough to do it. There goes Ethan Page, not the debut he probably dreamed of last night when he was thinking about this moment. Tossing the baseball bat at Malik Carter now. Colt Mason taking him up. Colt Mason taking Malik Carter up to that top turnbuckle. Gets him on his shoulders. And he hits him with a fucking hell, an attitude adjustment into a Falcon Arrow type thing. Kick out at 2 from Malik Carter, he stays in it. Gripping Dijak from the back. And doesn't hit him if he wants. Dijak punches him instead. He picks Colt Mason up for the feast. Your eyes. And he's not opted for the pinfall. Instead, he's opted for Malik Carter because he's going to hit Malik Carter with a feast your eyes. Feast your eyes, Malik Carter. He gets covered. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Malik Carter's gone. Colt Mason with a huge boot though to Dijak, and I don't think Dijak should have given him the chance to recover because Colt Mason seems to be maybe the most dangerous man in this match besides Dijak, and he now gets the chair. Oh, and he just batters him with that chair. Pins him. 1, 2, 3, and that chair shot was enough to do it. Colt Mason, victorious, CSW homegrown, is taking on La Sombra at year 0 for that World Championship. That's a huge win for him, you know, he's going to be over the moon with that. And, you know, I'm happy for him. I think he deserves that. He had a great performance. That was unbelievable. Colt Mason advancing to year 0 to fight for that World Championship. What a huge win, but I'm in the news that there's a fight in the parking lot, and it's Elena Black and Honor Olatunde, who obviously Olatunde was part of the match of Mandy Rose, before which she lost, but Elena Black came out and distracted and chucking the chair at her head. Oh my god. Gets a second chair and chucks it again at the head of Olatunde. She gets a third chair and just chucks it at the head again. She just bounced it off her head. I can't believe it. That is big. Huge chair shots here from Elena Black, followed by another straight one, bang on the head. Olatunde pick it up, Elena Black here, but Elena Black reverse it, hits reverse DDT. And now she's looking for a drop kick, but Olatunde says no, no, no. Big kick, oh, huge enziguri. Elena Black with a traffic cone here, landing big shots, but Olatunde takes the traffic cone off her, hits her in the gut, and what's she looking for here? Oh my god, no! Oh, Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Oh, we can swear on this, can't we? Jesus fucking Christ. It's the best way to put that. What on earth was that? She just dropped Elena Black on her ass. Right on the traffic cone's pointy bit. I don't even know if that's PG. I don't. Huge boot from Olatunde. That was massive. Elena not letting herself be dragged across. Looking for the chops there. David Bowie. Elena Black walking away, it looks like. Big chop from Elena Black, followed by the drop kick. Picking that chair up, and I believe there's glass there. That's real glass, CM Punk. That is real glass. Elena Black now following up the scaffolding. Looking for a power bomb, but Olatunde not being silly and landing the punches to the head. Elena Black now. Oh, she's going to toss her straight off. Narrowly misses the glass. Thank God she wasn't throwing off a little more to the right. And hits a cannonball on Olatunde. Now landing kicks on Olatunde, lifting her up. to Selena del Sol. That's what I know that fucking movie, so that's what it's getting called. I don't care what you called it. That's what I call it. Olatunde just chasing Elena Black now, landing the huge punches. Elena Black coming back, countering it, but a big knee to the gut of Elena Black, who reverses the punch and then picks up the trash can but gets punched in the head. And Elena Black fumbles, gets kicked with her gut. Big smash, huge forearm, picks her up. And just walking away, and I believe that is it. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching CSW. And here comes Andrew Black. I wonder what Andrew Black's got to say, because he's obviously coming out here for a reason. This is going to require some reading once again. I'm not the greatest at that comprehension bullshit. First of all, there's something I want to clear up. There's been so many malicious rumours circulating that I have been hiring mercenaries to take out my opponents before I face them. I just want to say I would never hire mercs to do my dirty work. I'd recruit pure, cold-blooded killers instead. Osiris was a lost soul looking for a family and a mentor to take him under their wing. And here comes Osiris. So me and your CSW Women's Champion Amy Valentine are over the moon to announce that Black Valentine have recruited the demented devil Osiris to our ranks. And there's the three of them. Oh my god, well, thank you for watching CSW, and that's what we leave on.